In earlier videos, we talked about what might have caused the extinction of the largest mammals of North America at the end of the last glacial period, about 12,000 years ago. The cause of the extinctions was most likely a combination of climate change and overkill by humans. But let's revisit climate change, because the story may be even more complicated. We've seen how the North Atlantic Current carries warm water north from the equator, keeping the Northern Hemisphere's climate mostly temperate. At the end of the last glacial period, this current was temporarily interrupted, causing a 1,000-year cold period that may have contributed to the extinctions of the largest mammals of North America. But what caused this disruption? Although there is considerable evidence that a shutdown of thermohaline circulation caused the Younger Dryas, there is also considerable controversy over what caused that shutdown. One theory states, as the last ice age was ending, warm temperatures melted ice sheets and rearranged glaciers, dumping fresh water down an ancient river that disrupted the ocean currents. However, several alternative ideas have been proposed to account for why thermohaline circulation stopped. In the early and mid-2000s, nuclear scientist Richard Firestone and his colleagues presented an idea that frankly shattered all previous thinking about early, near-time extinctions. In 2001, the Mammoth Trumpet, a newsletter for a lay audience on happenings in Paleo-Indian studies, carried an article declaring a supernova-caused neutron bombardment centered over the Great Lakes had fried the Earth 12,500 years ago. The authors conjectured that a bolide, a meteor, fireball, and/or impactor, broke up over North America, sending a thermal pulse and associated shock wave that resulted in widespread fires and other environmental effects, which not only caused megafaunal extinctions and destroyed the human Clovis culture, but also ushered in the Younger Dryas cold period. The nuclear catastrophe heated the atmosphere to over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit and radiated plants and animals. Megafauna died en masse because they were especially susceptible to radiation. The bolide's thermal effects brought on catastrophic ice sheet melting, global temperature drops, and consequent biological extinctions. There is no known impact crater, so evidence consists of various proxy indicators, including distinctive microspherules, glass melts, nanodiamonds, elevated levels of platinum group metals, peculiar organic black mats of uncertain origin, and more. The claim was met with bemusement or simply ignored. Only 2 scientists bothered to reply. They said that the claims were at best highly problematical and at worst difficult to take seriously. Few did. To explain the lack of a crater for the Younger Dryas impact, supporters have suggested the comet hit the northern ice sheets, creating a direct cause for so much fresh water flooding into the North Atlantic Ocean. Later, when Firestone and his colleagues published The Cycle of Cosmic Catastrophes, the supernova had become multiple comets that had struck the Earth repeatedly, with apocalyptic results. The book was long on anecdote, short on evidence, weak on fact, and jumped to more than a few bizarre conclusions. The scientific community's response? Cold. First Peoples in a New World describes how these claims were repeated and exaggerated in popular news outlets, with some claiming the entire continent was on fire. To be fair, the book compares these claims to the 1980s theory that dinosaurs were wiped out by a cosmic impact, which was met with skepticism until the impact crater was identified in the Gulf of Mexico. There's no doubt that the past sometimes requires creative leaps to comprehend, and this certainly is a creative idea. But there needs to be much more evidence in order to make the Younger Dryas extraterrestrial impact a leap of science, and not a leap of faith. Has there been much progress on resolving this mystery? Possibly not, as the 2017 children's book Exctinction describes the theory of the impact event, but then states, "The search for evidence to support this hypothesis continues. Other scientists don't agree that another asteroid was the culprit. There's no evidence of an impact event in North America big enough. Studies of glaciers point to a different suspect, climate change." Since the mid-2000s, there have been many more books about cosmic impacts, though I'm not sure any of them are taken seriously by the scientific community. So where does this leave us with understanding the mystery of the Ice Age extinctions? Were they caused by climate change? Probably yes. Were the extinctions caused by overkill by human hunters? Probably yes. Were the extinctions caused by a cosmic impact? Probably not, at least not without further evidence. In my opinion, this is good news, since we have some control today over what caused extinctions in the past, which gives us a chance to take action to preserve what is left. That includes supporting game reserves in Africa and national parks in North America, where the last of the megafauna can thrive. Finally, in part 5 of this series, we'll look at why and how the last ice age finally ended. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel for new videos every week or two, and see the description below for a list of books and films featured in this video.